Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For Mema Makwaba Edba Tips and this YouTube. I welcome everybody onto this platform. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yesterday, I was online almost the whole day helping people to check their results. If at this time, if you not check your results, I will encourage you to do so because you need to know your status and know what to do next, right? All those who won yesterday and today, I wish you congratulations. Those who were not successful, I wish you good luck for this year's the next entry. Now, the next entry is going to be in October, November of 2024. The actual date is not out. When it comes, I'm going to update you guys. If you've won, listen to this announcement. I'm going to guide you, everybody, right? So if you know somebody who won the lottery but is not part of this platform, just invite them, tell them to follow Tips and Gist either on YouTube or TikTok, right? The YouTube is for our lessons and the TikTok is for quick updates. So when I'll come live on YouTube, that I'll advertise on TikTok. So the TikTok is for updates. That is where you get to know our schedules, our itineraries. Now, I'm going to help everybody to fill the DS260 form. You don't have to pay money to an agent. Most of you guys, agents did the lottery for you, and so you don't even have your confirmation number. But if you've been able to check your result, at this point, you shouldn't worry going to look for an agent to apply a visa for you. Visa application, it is not difficult. All you have to do is to follow rules and regulations, instructions, gather the necessary documents that KCC will be able to consider you, schedule you for interview appointment. And all the sets of instructions are on the travel.state.gov, of which Tips and Gist, everything is here, right? So I'm here to facilitate you. Last week, I came here and we went through some of the sections of the DS260 form, but unfortunately, it was in our local language, Ghanaian language. So most of you people from other countries may not be able to comprehend. There's a language barrier. But our next sections, I'm going to make sure that even if I language, I should do one in English for you guys. Now, yesterday, I saw a lot of people on the internet. Even YouTube, I had about 1.1K people watching me instantly. TikTok was about 1.7K. And after the live, I saw that people who came on YouTube, some of you came, you went back, you came, you went back. Other accounts came, they also went back. I saw that after the live, I streamed about 4 hours and I got to know that about over 10,000 people came on YouTube because the records were there. And on TikTok, about 78,000 people came on my platform. Now, I want you guys to use the same energy to always come online to study because there are a lot of opportunities out there. American lottery is not the only opportunity. Probably you guys don't know. And it is because American lottery is something that agents will come to your schools to register you for free and other things. So you think it is the only free thing that you can get. No, there are a lot of opportunities out there. A lot of opportunities out there. Now, Tips and Gist have always been educating people on different visa routes, right? And American lottery, I did see, I took you through the picture editing, how to fill the forms and everything. Through all these 6 months from November of last year up to May, I have always given you updates on TikTok. And yesterday, I helped a couple of people retrieve their confirmation numbers as well as to check their results. And I'm going to help all those winners to be able to fill their DS260 form, get an interview date, and also move to US. And this should tell you that I'm here for a purpose, right? I'm not here to charge anybody something. No, that is why I don't encourage you to send me an email for you or probably to even fill the visa application form for you. So whatever I do here, you have to take it serious, right? I'm investing my time, I'm investing my data, I'm investing everything. I saw a couple of messages on TikTok that tips you are tired, get enough rest. And I was laughing because I was at work. Yesterday, I was online the whole day. You guys saw how tired I was. And I went to work as early as 7 a.m. this morning, started work at 8, ran 12-hour shift, closed 8 p.m., got home at 9, find food to eat, and it's 10 p.m. I'm still online. And so if somebody say, Tips, go and rest, I ask myself, where is the rest? Where is the rest? You see, so I am investing my time, my energy, everything for you guys. And so you have to take it. Opportunity comes but one. There will be some day that you probably feel to travel. And by that time, maybe I am not on the internet, right? So maybe I'm doing something else that I will not get time to educate you guys. So if I have the energy, the time now, this is the time that you have to study. Even if you don't have money to travel now, you have to study. Knowledge is powerful. When I came to the UK, I didn't know a lot of things about other countries. I did research and now I know. So if I'm teaching you, you can also get the knowledge and put it there. And cassette tips, I don't have money. So whatever you're teaching us, I wish I will follow you. But the thing is, I don't even have money. I'm teaching you for free. Get the knowledge for free. This is a free SHS. This is a free education, right? If you know how to apply for a UK visitor visa, a US visa, Canada visa, Germany visa, when it comes to school applications, I've taught you how to apply for a lot of schools in Canada. If you follow my pathway and you know how to apply for schools, you know how to apply for jobs, LMI jobs, I've taught you guys, NHS jobs for care jobs in the UK, I've taught you guys, right? Schengen visa for European countries, I've taught you guys. If you know how to do all these things by yourself, and even if you don't have money to build your bank statement, who knows? Maybe the next year or the next 2 years, you might get money. And that time, I might not be available to be doing live streaming for you. And you'll be chasing people to give you information and they are going to charge you. Now, even to ask somebody about travel documents, just to call somebody to talk to the people, a lot of people do charge here in the UK. Lawyers are taking £100 to talk to people like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, £100, right? To even ask somebody that I want to travel, what are the documents to gather? They are charging you how much more the person bringing you on YouTube to come and teach you this is a visa application form, enter this here, enter that there. They will not even do that. They only speak to you on phone, audio. You are listening to it. You might even forget whatever they tell you, and they will still charge you. I'm doing all this for free, and I think that this is the best time you guys have to utilize it, right? And that is why of late, any little time that I have, I make sure that I stream on YouTube so that the video is over there. So if you just joining me on TikTok and you want to come and listen to whatever I said, the video will be stored on YouTube. You can come and listen to it again. I've done a couple of videos from UK to Canada, some part of US, Germany, and now I have other countries that I have prepared to come give to you guys. When we started with UK, we did about visitor visa, we did skilled worker visa, that is the health and care, because a lot of you guys were interested in the NHS website. What makes Tips and Gist unique is if I'm teaching you a visa category and you need something to be able to succeed in that visa route, I make sure that I cover all those areas. So if I'm teaching you a visitor visa, I make sure that if it is conference or tour, we do sections about how to book those conferences and tour. So everything has been covered on my YouTube channel. When it is about skilled worker visa, especially the health and care to the UK, the one for care job, I make sure that I bring you onto the NHS website for us to stream and get to know some of the NHS trusts in the UK giving free COS. I don't encourage people to go and buy COS because it is illegal. You are supposed to apply the jobs, get the sponsorship for free. And so I made sure that I brought you guys here, taught you how to even create a track account, prepare your CV on that track website, design your NHS supporting documents, and apply for the NHS jobs. I taught you guys here on YouTube because I knew I would teach the health and care worker visa. And of course, I have taught that visa free of charge on this YouTube platform. After that, I proceeded, we did study a student visa, and I taught you guys how to apply for a student visa. Another thing that makes tips and gist unique is when I'm teaching a visa, I make sure that the documents I am using are genuine and that that visa is genuine. For instance, when we were doing how to apply for a UK care job visa, the health and care worker visa, I made sure that I got COS. COS. We used a genuine COS in the application. So when you go come on YouTube and you watch that video, you realize that the COS is correct, because if you apply for a visa and the COS is wrong, they will highlight that it is wrong. You cannot even proceed. But you realize that I was able to fill the visa application till the end. That means the COS I was using was genuine. When it came to the student visa, I used a genuine CAS because I came to the school in the UK and I had my CAS from my university. And so I used my CAS to apply for the visa. So whatever we are doing here is not fake, right? It is real visa application that we are doing. And so I don't know why you cannot come here to watch whatever we doing here and try and practice and make sure that you be able to migrate. After that, I've also covered about QTS, qualified teacher status, for teachers to be able to move to the UK. I've also helped nurses on how to register with the UK NMC. I've also helped nurses on IELTS education, giving you links to download free materials, Cambridge materials, on a platform called Telegram. I am not on Telegram, but I created a platform for the IELTS materials. And so if you come on the YouTube, that video that speaks about IELTS, under the link there's a link to Telegram that you can download the materials and learn, because the explanation was quite simple, that with the materials you can learn, and with some YouTube videos you can go and write and pass. I also covered CBT, right, for the nurses, and a lot of people watched that video and was able to pass the CBT. After that, I think that is for UK. And I moved to Canada. I've been able to cover the visitor visa, into bracket the tourism, the conference, and the family invite. When we were doing the conference, I made sure that we went on the internet to look at some websites where you can book conferences. And 2024, there are a lot of conferences in Canada. So if you go and watch that video, those websites, just click on the links. And one unique thing about Tips and Gist, our platform, is every video that I do, every section that I do, I embed the website. And so even if it's a general information from the government, I make sure that I tell you that this information is from the gov.uk and here is the link. So if you're watching my video on YouTube, click on the title of the video or the topic, right? So every video has a caption, probably UK visitor visa. Click on the topic or the title of the video, and you realize that a link will pop up, and that link should take you to the visitor visa portal. If I'm doing conference, you have to do same. Click on that conference title, and you see that some links will pop up, and it should take you to those conference websites. That is about Tips and Gist YouTube. If you are on TikTok and you're just following my account, the TikTok is for general information and giving you update. But if you're talking about education, right, there's difference between information and educating, right? Somebody give you information and somebody educating you. So TikTok is more like information always. This is what Canada has brought, this is what UK has brought, but how will you do it? I came to tell you that this is what is happening. There's LMI in Canada. I've given you information, right? But how do you do it? Then this is where we do it, right? We do it on YouTube. The reason why we are not able to cover most of those things on TikTok is when I started, I used to do those things on TikTok, and my account got banned, right? TikTok banned my account for a week for people reporting my account. And when they gave the account back to me, the summary they gave was, I've been using it to teach LMI jobs in Canada, of which when I go on the portal, when I'm streaming on the portal, it exposes the email address of the employers, of which it is not right, because I cannot be exposing people's email address. But I see it that I cannot teach you that this employer is in Canada without giving you their email address, right? You need the email address of that employer to send your resume to them. So I didn't know why TikTok had problem, but it is against their community guidelines, and I have to respect that. And from that time, I've not been able to teach job application, school application, or visa application on TikTok. And so if you are serious, anytime, you have to come on YouTube to come and learn those things. So after the conference, After I gave you the websites to book the conference, I also taught you how to fill the application form using the Adobe Acrobat and a whole lot. So the conference video is in two folds. One is every document you gather, and the other one is how to fill the visa application form. Create even how to create an IRCC account. I taught you guys. Now, IRCC account, you need it to apply for any form of visa in Canada. Without it, you cannot apply for a visa. I taught you guys. Now, after that, I also taught about tourism, tour to the UK, Canada. I am saying all this to motivate you today because people think that American Lottery is only what we do on this platform. But I'm telling you that if you won or not, there are still opportunities out there for you, of which we've been covering it. Probably you are blind about those opportunities. That is why I'm here to open your eyes. That is what we've been doing, that people are not aware. People even saw me on TikTok last week and they're like, why is this account having so many followers? What at all are they doing here? And so I am here to tell you what we've been covering, that people are following me on YouTube and on TikTok. Now, we did about tourism, and I also took you onto the internet to show you how to book some tourist attraction centers in Canada, especially Toronto. And after that, we gathered our documents in a video, a single video, and another live section. We did how to apply for that tourist visa. And people said they have family members in Canada, of which they are expecting invitation letters, but there are people said they don't know how to write it. So I scheduled another live, taught you how to write an invitation letter. That's take it to your relatives, send it to your relatives. They should look at it, write similar, and invite you. And after that, you apply for that visitor visa and go to Canada. Then I came to study students. Students, I took you through some colleges and universities in Canada. One popular college in Newfoundland, College of North Atlantic. I use that as a case study because that college has lots of opportunities. It is open. You can just use your WASI, the YX certificate. They accept A1 to C6 in 6 subjects, at least 3 core subjects, 3 electives. And they are open for both vocational and academic programs. Most universities and colleges in Canada are not open for that. Some are purely academic, others are only vocational. But College of North Atlantic was both academics and vocational. And so you could realize that some of the courses like carpentry, welder, machinist, hairstylist, that is hairdresser in Ghana, you call it hairstylist in Canada. All those programs the school offer. And one thing about that school is after graduation, you get something we call the postgraduate work permit, something that you'll be able to stay in Canada and work. It's not every school that can give it to you. One, the school should be a DLI school, and number two, the school should be running a program that makes it eligible. Not all DLI schools also give postgraduate, but College of North Atlantic gives postgraduate. The time that I was teaching you, that school was even accepting dependent for even undergraduates. But currently, because of the new reform that came, now if you're going to do undergraduate, you cannot send your dependent, but the postgraduate visa is still awaiting you. And I used that school. We went on their portal, look at all the courses that they do, look at their fees, their hostel accommodation fees, and a whole lot. And I taught you even how to fill application form and send it to them. I've received a couple of emails, people telling me they've gotten admission to College of Atlantic, that they are waiting for their attestation letter. And so I've promised them that we all come here on the YouTube and learn how to apply for the study permit so that they'll be able to go to Canada. Now, if they're able to go to Canada as international students, this is what it means. It means they came to YouTube or they came to TikTok, listened to me from day one, followed me, went on the portal together with me. They saw how I did it. They did it by themselves. They didn't come to me. They didn't come to me to pay money to me. No, they did it themselves, got the admission. Now they were waiting for attestation letter. I brought them here back to come and take them study permit. They'll go for biometrics and they'll get visas and go. That is why I am here. I'm here to help those who are ready to help themselves. There's a saying that heaven help those who help themselves, right? So I am with that policy. I cannot help everybody. No. I am here to help those who can help themselves. Because if I say I'm going to help the whole of Ghanaians, I will not survive here in the UK. I need time for myself, my health. I need to pay bills, and I don't need your money to pay my bills. No, my employer is ready to pay me if only I go for a shift, right? I had to say Ghana be kwe juma intriaka. Ukwe juma nkwa benye sika. So I don't need your money. My employer is ready to pay me. And so what I need from you is you coming to learn, you being serious. Anytime I get free time to come and teach you, you able to learn and do it yourself. Get some of the admissions, come and learn the visa application, go for biometrics, and be able to go to Canada. That is what I expect from you, right? After that, I came to work in Canada. Work in Canada, I realized that most of the employers giving visa sponsorship, that is the LMIA, they will apply for the work permit for you. Most of the time, they give it to their lawyers in Canada. And so even teaching you how to apply for a work permit wasn't necessary. The most important thing is me teaching you how to go on the job bank and create a job bank account, then apply for the jobs, how to even search for the jobs. So I've done a couple of live sessions teaching you how to search for LMIA jobs, right? The visa sponsorship jobs in Canada. And people were like, they cannot create a resume and a cover letter. They were sending me emails, tips. We cannot create a resume cover letter. We are going to pay you. I said, no, wait. Before, if you want to pay me, if you have money to pay me, fine. That is fine. But let me teach it before, right? Let me teach you guys. And so I devoted my time, came online, taught you guys how to do the resume, taught you guys how to prepare the cover letter, and told you that you should use the video to prepare it. Don't come to me, right? Use your laptop. You have laptops. Prepare the resume yourself. Prepare the cover letter yourself. Then, so that even if you are not able to prepare, you come to me that I should prepare it for you. I don't have any guilty conscience, because at the end of the day, I know that I taught you. You didn't listen to me, and now you come to pay money to me. And even with that, people realize that you send me messages over 1 month and I don't respond. Yes, because if my employer is going to pay me, I'll take my employer's money and still reserve that energy to come and educate Ghanaians. And your mail will still be sitting there waiting for my response. Yes, I prefer that than leaving people the education I'm doing here, that I'm coming to do a cover letter for you without teaching Ghanaians. No, I don't do that. Right? If I have extra time, then I'm going to do it for you. So please utilize my YouTube, watch that videos, prepare the resume and a cover letter yourself, and then go on the same YouTube and use that job bank tutorials that I taught you to apply for that visa sponsorship jobs, right? The LMI. Any agent, anybody on TikTok, YouTube telling you that they have opportunities in Canada, it is this LMI, except they are lying. If it is true that there's an opportunity, work as opportunities in Canada, it is the LMI route, right? The LMI is a document to hire a foreign worker. And everybody listening to me, nobody is a Canadian listening to me. You are all foreign people. So if you go there, you are going through the LMI route. And that is what I've taught you. And it will amaze you that most of these agents, they come on my portal to learn. And because they are ready to learn, they have their laptops and they have the platform, they can just convince you that they have opportunities in Canada. You pay money to them and they do job hunting. What they do is job hunting. They hunt until they get opportunities, that opportunity, and they charge you huge sum of money. And so please, if people like you can do job hunting and take your money, what are you waiting for? Why don't you do the job hunting? If you get it, fine. If you don't get it, fine. You applied for American lottery. You didn't win. Are you dead? No. When, right? You didn't die. It's just like that. It is better than paying money. Just imagine that this American lottery, somebody took you 100 cities or 200 cities and I went winning. But if you followed my videos on TikTok without paying a dime to anybody and when we near right, Uncle baby, right? Next time you have you even have the knowledge. So next year you can this year you can still do it. But if you pay money to somebody to do things for you and it's not successful, always you have to be doing yes and massa pacho, yamame me pacho yamame. Right? You always have to be doing yes a boss, yes a boss, yes a boss, yes a massa. Knowledge is very powerful. Knowledge makes you superior. Try and get the knowledge. Try and get the knowledge. Try and do things by yourself. You people realize that this American lottery, you fill in your name there, your confirmation number, your date of birth, and results come. Do you know what you did yesterday? It's the same thing we do for visa applications. That DS260 form that people are coming to fill, those who won, that I'm coming to teach them, the DS260 form, Is the visa application form is online. If you have, you've heard somebody that say that I'm in US, I'm filing for my children. If you are going as an immigrant, it's the DS-260 form that they fill, right? That is for immigrant visas. And if you are going for a visit, a school, the DS-160, that is for non-immigrant. America has that is the visa application. Nobody can go to school without filling DS-160. Nobody can go to visit without filling DS-160. In the same way, nobody can go through the immigrant route without filling the DS-260. And so if you've had agent taking somebody 1 billion, 100,000 Ghana cedis, 150,000 Ghana cedis, it's either they were filling the DS-160 or DS-260. The agent cannot go for the interview for you. And so only what the agent can do for you is only that DS-160 or that DS-260. And that is what they charge you 100,000 Ghana cedis. You see how crazy it is? That visa application form, that is what they charge. Because apart from that, there's nothing that they do again. Every document is from you. Your passport is for you. Your bank statement, you have to build it. It is for you. It's quite unfortunate that people have that money, 100,000 Ghana cedis, 120,000 Ghana cedis, 150,000 Ghana cedis. They cannot use it to build a bank statement, and they give it to the agent to go and build bank statement for them when the agent are not commercial bank. It's really, really funny. It's really, really funny. When you have that huge sum of money, why don't you invest that money, build your bank statement, and apply for the visa? Because after all, what is the agent coming to do for you? The agent is not a bank. The agent will just use that money, go and give it to commercial bank and build a statement. And after that, if they get a visa for you or they don't get a visa for you, the money is theirs. Have you seen somebody who applied for a visa for somebody and refund their money to them? The agent will not refund it to you. If you don't get it or not, they will not give it to you back. So they just put the money in commercial bank, print a statement, use it to apply for the visa. If you get the visa, they take the money. If you don't get the visa, they take the money. So why don't you use it? Create your own bank statement, follow my instructions, apply the visa. If you get it, the money is yours. If you don't get it, the money is yours. Because the embassy doesn't take the money from the bank. It is only the statement. You see, it is just knowledge. People are lacking that knowledge, and it's very painful when people fall into those traps because they have less knowledge. They are vulnerable, and those vulnerable people are those who are not even ready to learn. Omo na ye gaga wa brabo mu no, right? And no alotri de oba be check if nipa ne gu so, and na make asem a ebe she crying, and na make asem a ebe to trim ebe educate to nipa e wo so. You see, so people always like yeah yanko yeah then American lottery yeah. But into ayede into what call results ayede where we near na. You see, I know na money je ho yeah yanko yeah. Oh, yemfa sambo bra. Yemfa sambo bra. Right? Ha, near me trendy dear neko. Yemfa sambo bra. You have to always learn. You have to always learn. Lottery is once a year. It's once a year. It comes. Last year, you didn't win. Now you apply again. You have to wait for next year, May. So that means you are wasting another 1 year. But the other visa opportunities, you can do it anytime that you want. The lottery, they have a specific date. Also November, October, November this year. And also Biatum. They are going to open it October, November this year. And so if the lottery that you want, you have to wait. But if it is visit, nobody can tell you that apply visit in January or apply visit in December. Nobody can tell you the date you want. That is what you do. So you see, you shouldn't always rely on such things. Try and explore other opportunities in addition, right? There are a lot of people in the UK, in Germany, in Italy who took part in the lottery, right? I had a friend in Italy. He contacted me yesterday. He didn't win the lottery. He's in Italy. Why is he still applying? He's traveled, right? Try and travel. Even if it's the lottery that you want, even if it's America that you want, and you're not going to America, try and travel to other places, and you can still partake. You can still partake. Judo Tragana sa we need there. Let's go back to now about 7 years. Try and explore other opportunities. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Try and explore other. Yesterday, I was very, very tired, right? Because I streamed 3 hours in the morning, 2 hours to the time of the lottery, making 5 hours, and 4 hours when the results came, making 9 hours. And so I was very, very tired. And after that, After I went to shower and I was about to sleep, I still came online for 1 hour. If you guys saw me, I was online with my red eyes. Now, when I was sleeping, I was not able to sleep properly because, if you have body pains, you're not able to sleep well. And there was this funny thing coming off head. I was like, the way people were on my platform, everybody is saying, Tips, check it for me, check it for me. I told people that I gave them an email address to send their results to me. And I bet you, within 20 minutes, I received over 500 emails. Everybody sending their confirmation number that I should check this for them. When I was online doing it and they were watching it, entering people's name, entering people's confirmation number, entering date of birth, click submit, and the results appear. And they can do it, but they were still sending this to me. I should check. What is the difference between me checking for you and you checking it? When you are on the internet doing it, you've seen me doing it, and you're still asking me to do it for you. So something came, right? A funny thing came to my mind that what if I told Ghanaians that Obianfa 10 cities, 10 cities in Mra, o person me yema wa 10 cities. Anko bi anka manfo betria. Na 10 cities e den. Since me person yema me network ni nye 10 cities na yema me. Anka mani bette no, no ma check ya me nipa be 2000, they multiply 10 cities by 2000. Multiply 10 cities by nipa 2000. Na come in checking pool, come in check it. Me show anyone me say Emanuela they won't win. No matter you didn't win. No ma send email about Emanuela, you didn't win. You were not selected. And come on, Benya, you were not selected. So I'm checking. No matter 10 cities. You see, people are vulnerable on the internet, and that is why if you don't meet people like us, they take that chance to dupe you guys. And then little thing be na omo dupomo. And the whole platform bebre or internet so they are doing this akwentu obiani ni aim. Obiani ni aim. Oma was a Ghana for a vulnerable. So the little exposure oba is so struggle for the little exposure obinyano. No be meow. Right? Because I'm realizes me cry into the man for dream ya ma say can me obia 10 cities na me check ma say can be tria kamuntia. Ka 10 city unya nipa 10 100 cities. Nipa 100,000 Ghana. Ube check ya me nipa 500 5,000 Ghana. Uko wenim. Nka mbetua kamenye sika. Ka nipa 500 yen no mo send o me ka 5,000 Ghana kamenye sika. You see, so the people there are vulnerable. And so if you don't meet people they always want to use the opportunity to take money from you. Please, if you've gotten an account like Tips and Gist and it's still running on the internet, it has not been banned. I'm still healthy. I'm not sick, right? I still have free time to come and educate you. Use that opportunity because this is the best gift you can get on this platform. If you come on TikTok and you see funny videos, you watch some, release your stress, right? I used to watch a lot of funny people on TikTok, and it helps me because UK, there's a lot of depression here. So when I come from work and I'm not in a good mood, I come online to watch some funny videos. Apart from those things, sometimes you meet people also motivating you. But somebody to add 3 things. My logo is, click on my TikTok, my logo on TikTok. You see my motto. My motto is I educate, I motivate, and I entertain. I do all these 3 things because when I was coming on the internet, realize that if you are educating the person without the person knowing whatever benefit that education is for them, they are not going to listen to you. So I have to motivate you. And that is why sometimes, for instance, today, I'm not teaching you anything, right? Today is not education. Today is motivation. Whatever I'm telling you is I'm motivating you that you have to do something by yourself. Self-empowerment. And I'm also giving you some opportunities out there. I've been mentioning a lot of visas, right? So that is also motivating you that, okay, there's this route, there's this visa route, there's this. So sometimes I come here, I can talk for 1 hour and it's purely motivation. Other times you see me doing comic things and you guys are laughing like, Tips, we are jovial. And yes, I'm jovial, right? Teacher niya on yes sakra no. On say you go school no teacher ni be craba class or child and kwada eda, right? So you have to have all those potentials as an educator or something, right? A lecturer and as a tutor, you have to get those potentials and yet knowledge and then try to add a bit of motivation. My social studies teacher now or secondary school. About class now or child in a boring. I was or the life story. I started a story be and go school and go SHS and na or then a life. Not a motivate. So as a teacher, a tutor, a lecturer, somebody I would share will be there. You have to get that skills. That is why most time, maybe I say, na maka, ebu ha, na me nam chrome, na mo shebi, na me kodija, na mo shebi, nini na maka say then a show off. Na me skabe na mo UK as me the be show off. Car ben na me de matare papa ben na me she. But at least some Charlie me so me ko UK say na tie me so met right it may motivate you but now be say mama no feel say oh UK right. These are all it's my lifestyle. Those things are supposed to be private, right? Because I was a private, but why do I do those things sometimes to motivate you, right? And I do a lot of funny things here to also entertain you. So that is my motto. I educate, I motivate, and I also entertain. At this point, I want to tell everybody, those on YouTube, those on TikTok, at this point, I want to encourage you guys to do things by yourself. If you do things by yourself, you're going to realize that those money that agents are taking is not something that they are supposed to take. It's not something that they are supposed to take. How can you be taking 800 million for a visa application? All in the name of taking somebody to travel. Schengen visa, 80 euros. That is what the government is taking. 80 euros. How much is 80 euros in Ghana cities? I'm not sure it is up to 1,000 Ghana cities. Even if it's up to 1,000 Ghana cities, it's not up to 1,200 Ghana cities. 80 euros, Schengen visa. And so if the person come to you, tell them, my brother, the Schengen visa is 80 euros. It is 50-50. If I apply for you, either you get it or not, right? Enye nkwa na ya refuse visa da nkrofo ebre ya refuse omo ebebre so omunya eko Germany omunya ko so the visa ne de meya ma wa a 50-50. So we pan say okay, what are the documents? All right, so Schengen visa, this is what you need. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Go and gather the documents. When you are ready, come and I'll apply the visa for you. How much will you charge? Okay, the application fee is 80 euros. You have to also buy travel insurance as part of the documents. And the travel insurance, you shouldn't invest more than, if you're going to spend 5 days, some of them give it 3 euros per day. So about 3, 5, 15 euros. If you're going to spend 10 days, it should be like 30 euros. So 80 euros plus 30 euros. You don't pay for biometrics. And you also have to book some tourist attraction centers in that country, either Germany or Czech Republic or any of the Schengen areas that you want to go. And most of the tourist attraction centers are free. And even those that you're going to pay, you're not paying as huge as 10 euros or 20 euros, just some site, right? Some are waterfalls, some are forests, and you don't pay a huge sum of money to visit those places. And so you realize that the itinerary cost that you do for the person, it's not that. Hotel, you have to reserve it because you don't know the outcome. So you don't have to pay the hotel. You tell them, my brother, hotel, we don't pay, we reserve. So that if you don't get a visa, it is not going to go against you. What is the meaning of reserve? Reserve means you contacting a hotel in that Germany or wherever that I want to come at this date, so I want to reserve it. And so if they are going to charge you, how do we call it, 50 euros per night, and you say you are spending 5 nights, that means 250 euros. So they can say, okay, pay an upfront of 50 euros so that we know you will come. So that when you come, you top up with the 200 euros. So that 50 euros is what they will take. That means you reserve it. And even that one, they give you some time that you can cancel it and they refund. And they will give you a date that if it exceeds that date, then they are not going to refund that 50 euros to you. That means reserve. And what happens if you reserve? If you reserve, they are going to give you the receipt. And you have to add this receipt as part of your documents and tell the government that you've even booked your accommodation where you'll be staying. You see? And so it is not something that is going to cost you that much because everything is there. So that 80,000 Ghana cedis that you want to go and give to that agent, you realize that you can even use 5,000 Ghana cedis to around it, because 80 euros is not up to 1,000 Ghana cedis. Travel insurance is 30 euros. That is also not up to 400 Ghana cedis. And this hotel reservation, they can take you like 50 euros to reserve. How much is 50 euros? Not up to 600 Ghana cedis. And so you realize that even at the worst scenario, you shouldn't invest more than 5,000 in this dealings. So the rest, what happens to the rest of the money? You have 80,000. You are using 5,000 for these dealings. You have 75,000. Why don't you use 70,000 to go and build your bank statement? Right? Why don't you use 70,000 to go and build that statement? So at this stage, if you cannot do it and you are going to an agent, at least that agent should take something like 5,000 Ghana cedis to apply the visa for you. Even 5,000 Ghana cedis is too much, because what is the agent doing for you? You have booked everything, you have reserved your hotel, you have done everything, you have your bank statement ready. The only thing the agent is doing for you is filling the Schengen visa application form. They will not go and do the biometrics for you. They will not do anything for you. They are just filling the application form, of which I've taught you guys on YouTube for free. And so you see, if you know all these things and still agents are charging about 80,000, you realize that it doesn't make sense. Because me, if I'm an agent, this is what I will tell you. You come, even I'm not an agent, I've even given you all the information out there. So if you come to me, why am I hiding that information? I'll tell you it is 80 euros. You have to book your own hotel, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. So me sitting there to apply the application form for you about 1 hour of my time. How much am I going to charge you? So you see why, but I will not do it because it conflicts with my aims, right? On this portal. Senka menye sika o, and I want sika, but I don't do it for people because it conflicts. I realize that when you telling somebody that this is how we do this thing, and you tell the person that brana menyamawa, they and the own few kura, o chira na their own few, because o ni sika oba betuama why manenti own suya. But I came here to empower the youth, especially Ghanaians. That is why most of my content is in Chi, right? I came here to empower many anoman ketwa. I don't think many mudi agrono. Me buy said a beya nipa na we secondary school no. Ono nso betimi ni medi agro, right? Me buy said a beya nipa na ono no I see no. Ono so I came when I've practiced nursing in Ghana for so many years, and I've realized something, that if you talking to a patient, all right, even here in the UK, if you're talking to these old people, you have to lower to their level and they understand you. Oko from wa omoto wase. Saa nso na nkwada akora mpanifo bu be also oni akwada akasa. I was ukun like ubo mu aso say like ohwe from said be ya aha ye oni akwada kasa ye hwe soro. Emma akwada no enhwe wo soro sa, right? So I realized that let me calm down. Let me use our local language. Let me speak simple English. Let me make it jovial form, funny way for everybody to be able to consume. Nkanye san kame ba yesen kan university levels ways na kame ba profa kese na nkene yen konkwa. But not that, right? Said by a Ghana ni no obi abetimi asua. Obi akombedo portal no. Right? So please, this is tips and gist. This is what I have for you. Now, the packages I have uncovered on this platform, since other people are joining me from other countries, I've searched the algorithm on YouTube and I realized that I have some people from South Africa, Zimbabwe, Kenya, and other people. I've seen Saudi, Dubai, and those people, but I know you are all Ghanaians streaming there, so I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking about foreigners, right? Because of foreigners on this platform, I'm going to blend our education on YouTube. If I do a tree discussion, I can repeat it in English, another section for you guys, so you don't have to worry, right? So that you guys can also benefit, because I realize that it is everybody, so everybody can benefit. Yes, but Ghana for no be benefit more. You name bi wo ha yentimi kan brofo, so ho de mo ye de ya enya de e ho no e be kwama mo. I am yet to cover Australia. I came to give you a preview of how Australia is, their minimum wage, and what Australia is, right? So that is all you know about Australia for now, but you don't know any of their visas. So Australia is very new, right? It's a virgin country to tips and gist. I am now coming to start give you overview of all the visas. Then we pick it one by one. Their holiday slash visitor visa, their skilled worker visas, a whole lot of visas on the Australia visa portal. Luxembourg, I came here to teach you. I gave you an overview of Luxembourg, and I also gave you some of their opportunities and also the document, right? The procedure. But I didn't cover that on YouTube because I was having network issues, so I could only use my mobile phone. But now you can see that YouTube is active, right? Because we have good connection over here. And so we are going on the Luxembourg portal to look at how to apply for those opportunities as well as their visa applications. Another country is Ireland, right? Ireland is share border with UK, right? Some part of Ireland called the north part of Ireland, Northern Ireland is UK, right? So UK is made up of four countries: England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. So the south part of Ireland is a country on its own. That is Ireland. And the north is part of UK. So most of their skilled worker visas, most of the opportunities is similar to UK, slight differences, but Ireland. So if you are able to learn whatever I'm teaching you about UK visas, you should be able to go to Ireland if you don't like UK. And so Ireland is a country that I'll cover more, right? Also over there. And after Ireland, I have Poland and Finland, especially most of the Schengen areas. You know, these 27 countries, one visitor visa is called a Schengen visa, and the procedure is the same. The general rule is if you want to go to Germany, apply to Germany embassy. If you want to go to France, apply to France embassy. If you want to go to Poland, Poland embassy. But if you go to Germany, you can use that same visa to go to Italy. You can use that same visa to go to France, to go to Belgium, to go to Netherlands or Holland, to go to Portugal, to go to Malta, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Slovenia. All those Schengen areas, there are 27 countries that one visa can take you across. And so when I taught you the Schengen visa, I taught you for Germany, and I've seen people telling me tips. What about for Italy? What about for Spain? It's the same method. The visa application form, even if it some of the write-ups are different. If you download it on the other country portal, it should the document should be the same, right? Because it's a visitor visa. They are definitely going to ask you for your bank statement. They are definitely going to ask you your reason. So you have to book tourist attraction centers. They are definitely going to ask you about accommodation. You have to reserve hotel. You are going to purchase a travel insurance because you need to cover your travel. You are definitely going to prove home ties, strong bank statement, financial proof, right? Evidence that you come back home. So your employment, and therefore you have to get an appointment letter from your employer. You also have to get recommendation letter from your employer, and also pay slip from your employer. If you are self-employed, they have to get a business certificate, the form A. We have business certificate and form A. Those who have their business registered in Ghana, you know what I'm talking about. And also your VAT, right? Tax. If you've been paying tax to the government, if you are self-employed in Ghana, you've been paying tax, you have to also add the VAT because those employers, the teachers and the nurses, they pay tax to the government, so they don't have to show that when they apply for a visa. But if you are self-employed, you're supposed to show that VAT, the tax form. And you see, so it is the same, the same documents for all the Schengen areas, just that probably the visa application form, the instructions on it will differ, but they are definitely going to ask you your name. So your surname, your first name, your date of birth, your passport number, blah 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 blah. Right? Everything is about you, not about tips and just. They're not going to ask you something about me, something about you. And so if you come and I'm teaching you, it is just the same. When I'm teaching any visa, I use my own passport number. I use every document that will help us, and every visa we apply to the end, right? The end of a visa is when you've gotten to a stage where they will ask you to when they will ask you to make payment, right? To make payment. And so if you're listening to me and you are a young guy, you should at least get a bank account, right? A bank account that you can get ATM card from the bank, because if you apply for a visa, you are going to make payment. A lot of countries accept debit card. Few countries like Canada accept credit card for their school applications and other things, but most countries accept debit card. Now, credit card is quite difficult to get, but debit card you can get it from any bank, right? It's the ATM card. So when I was in Ghana, this is the Ghana Commercial Bank, right? That credit card, the Master Gold, and I use it to make any visa payment. I use it to even withdraw money in the UK, right? Sometimes if I don't want to spend pounds and I want to spend Ghana cedis, I just use it in the ATM. Even though I withdraw in pounds, I know I'm spending from Ghana, so I still use it. So if you're saving from commercial bank, you can use it. All right, this is the Master Gold. They have the Visa and the Mastercard, right? The Visa and the Mastercard, they are all debit. So debit means you pay that deduct directly from your bank account, and the credit means they give you money like a loan or something. They've credit the money to you, so you pay it later. But the debit is you have to get money in your account, and so I have 100,000 in my account. I want you to deduct me 50,000. I want to use it for something, right? That is debit. And so we have two types. We have the Visa and the Mastercard, right? So you can go and get it from your bank. This is Fidelity, right? I also use that. But Fidelity, this is Visa. You can see the freighting Visa here, right? The freighting Visa here. So I can use it for online transactions, but I'm not able to use it to withdraw from the ATM in the UK, right? Now, if you want to travel and you still spend from your bank account, then you have to get a MasterCard, because international ATM accept MasterCard, right? It accept Visa card from local. So if you go, when I go to UK, any ATM and they've written Visa card, it means it accepts the Visa card from the banks in the UK. But if it is a MasterCard internationally, right? And so I cannot use my Fidelity here, but I can use my MasterCard, the commercial bank own. So if you are going and you want an ATM card and they ask you which one you want, either a Visa or a MasterCard, then you have to know which one to choose. And these are my two UK bank cards, right? So I have 4 bank cards that I save depending on my which one I want to save, right? Yeah, because in fact, baby back. Also, yeah. So all this is to alert you how it is. So if you apply for a visa, they are going to ask you to enter your bank details, right? To enter your bank details. And on the bank details, you realize that you have the ATM number, right? The card number. So the ATM card number or the Visa card number or the MasterCard number. You enter it, they have expiry date and a valid from, that is the issuance date and the expiry date. So some of the visa portal, they ask you to enter both the date it was issued, the card was issued, and the expiry date. Other places too, they ask you to enter only the expiry date, and so you enter it. Then they will ask you the name on the card. So your name, every card, your name is printed on the card. So you enter the name printed on the card. Then they ask you for a unique code, right? The CCV code, CVV code, right? And it is at the back of every ATM card. You just enter it. Then you click submit. Then they just deduct the visa fee from your bank account. As soon as they deduct the visa fee from your bank account, if it is a UK visa that you applied, you get a message from the Home Office that you have to select available date from the TLS contact website that to go and book your biometrics, right? If it is from the Canada, you have to expect it within 72 hours. That is 3 days. You get a message that you have to select available date to the VFS Global or any VFS Global to go and do your biometrics, right? Yes. So these are all tips and tricks for your successful visa applications. I'm teaching you everything that will help you attain the visa. The MasterCard and the Visa card, it is not only used for visa application. Sometimes if you go online, you want to purchase something online, you can use it to purchase something online, right? So every gadget that I buy here from Amazon, I normally don't go to shop to buy things that I want to use. My gadgets, everything is from Amazon. Even this chair, microphone, everything that you see here, those in front, those behind me. And I use my MasterCard or any Visa card. I can use my UK bank card or my Ghana bank card to input and they deduct the money, right? If you are doing a resume, a cover letter, and the software is asking you to make payment, it is this MasterCard or the bank card that you use. So it is not only for visa application, you can use it for a lot of things. So if you're a young guy, you've been saving money in your mobile money wallet, it is high time you upgrade yourself. Go and create a bank account, start saving there, and also request for the ATM card. So it is going to help you because even it serve as a source of financial proof if you want to apply for a visa and you don't have a bank statement. That is why you have to carry your money to an agent to go and save it for you because you don't have a bank statement. It's a shame if you have money and you don't have a bank statement. It's a shame. If you don't have money, then that is fine. But if you have money and you don't have a bank statement, then it's a shame. It's a shame. At this point, it's a shame. All right. I have 4 minutes to leave YouTube because I promised myself to come 1 hour on YouTube. And so I've spoken for 56 minutes with words of motivation for you guys. My last words for the 4 minutes on YouTube is if you've won the American lottery, you have to stick and stay. I'm going to schedule live. I think Friday I am free. I'll be running night shift mostly this week. Tomorrow I'm going for night duty. So I don't know. I think I'll break on Thursday. So Friday I'll be free and I'll still continue my night on Saturday and Sunday. So Friday, probably I have to come live. And if we are able to cover a little about the DS260, at least it will be okay. Then Saturday, Sunday, I still go for my night duties. All right. I think that is what we can do. And those waiting for the Australia and Mozambique, I'm going to blend it, right? I just want the American lottery fever to die because still people are still checking their results. So it wouldn't make sense if you still teaching them another thing. They are still in that kind of panic. They've not checked their results. They are worried. And so I want everybody to cool down. I'm giving them 1 week. So from next week, let's say after my night duties, after that Saturday, Sunday night duty, right? From that the following week, everything about American lottery should cease. If I'll be talking about American lottery, then it should be something that is for the DS260 from those who won, right? But other thing that we do here, other posts that you see on my TikTok is going to be our usual discussions, right? Updates from Mozambique, updates from Australia, updates from Ireland, updates from all the Schengen visas, and our 3 main countries, the UK, the US, and Canada. America, I've covered the DV lottery. I'm coming to start the B1 and the B2, the F1 visa for academic programs, the M1 visa for vocational programs, and the J visa for the exchange programs, as well as the H1B visa and the H2B visa, the K visas, all visa categories in America that I'm coming to cover and teach you how to fill the associate forms. And I think what again? Which other country? Germany. Yes, Germany is also the government of Germany is trying to bring this EU blue card. They started last year. The first phase was implemented in November. I gave you an update. The second phase was implemented in March. I gave you an update. And the third phase is going to Parliament in June. So June, the Parliament of Germany should approve that EU blue card, and that is the employment visa card for Germany, and that gives you something like a permanent residence or so, right? They want to look. They are just learning from America how America give green card, right? America give green card, and Germany want to start with the EU blue card. They call this the blue card. The reason why they didn't call it Germany blue card is they have the Schengen visa for most of the Schengen areas, right? And the Schengen areas, those 27 countries, they are majority countries in the European Union, right? We know we have European Union over there, and all members of the European Union, some of them are not part of the Schengen areas. So the Schengen is 27 countries out of the EU. They form the Schengen to create a visitor visa. And so Germany is trying to bring the EU blue card and they are starting in Germany, so that other countries like Italy, Poland, Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, Slovakia, Slovenia, Portugal, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, and all those people, they will accept it just like they're accepting the Schengen. So what happens is, if you get a blue card to work in Germany and you move to Italy, you don't have to go and apply for a work visa in Italy. That blue card should be able to work in Italy. That is the meaning. That is why they titled it EU Blue Card. And so they are processing it in Parliament. Giddy, giddy, giddy. It started from November. First phase was accepted. Second phase was accepted in March. And third phase should be accepted in June. And so if that card comes into reality, it is going to help, especially if you go to Europe and you want to migrate to anywhere. If you're working with this EU Blue Card in Germany and you want to go to Luxembourg, you don't have to go and search for jobs, get a work visa before you go. No, you just travel and use that visa to go and search for job. So it will be like go to the country before you search for job, not search for job before you go. Because I already have my working permit. So I only come and talk to an employer and start working. It's not that I have to stay in where I am, talk to the employer for the employer to give me a sponsorship, blah, blah, blah. No. So I applaud Germany for that good initiative. And we are praying that it comes in June. When it comes in June, I'm going to educate you guys a lot on it. And the amazing part is a lot of you people, right? A lot of you people qualify because even their skilled work, they said they are accepting technical people, the NVTI. If you train for 2 years or 3 years, they are going to accept you, right? So if you are able to prove NVTI certificates, you can move to Germany with that EU Blue Card. It's part of their requirements. Now they accepted university degree in November, and the second phase in March. They lowered it up to certificate nurses. So they said diploma, degree people, and certificate people. But the certificate people, you should have a license. So people who have both certificate and license are teachers and nurses. And we don't have certificate teachers. So in Ghana, it's certificate nurses. So now it's only certificate nurses that can go. But the third stage, when I read about what they are trying to push to Parliament for them to accept, they are trying to push to Parliament that they should accept people with vocational and technical training for at least 2 years, right? 2 years, 2 years or 3 years. So everybody with NVTI, you people will qualify, and we are praying so that their Parliament accept it. And another thing that they are pushing is they have something we call the language requirement in Germany. The German language, you are supposed to write the B2 exams, and sometimes they accept the B1 exams, and it's very difficult to learn. The cheapest is the A1. A2 is harder. B1 is harder than the A2, right? And the toughest is the B2. So it's A1, A2, B1, B2, right? So the higher it goes, the tougher it becomes. So that is how it is. But they said in June they are trying to convince Parliament to reduce it up to the A1 level. That is the basics, so that everybody can write that exams and go, right? Because without language, you cannot get that EU Blue Card. So they're trying to do that. And let's hope that they accept that one as well. And they also brought a clause that if you cannot write the German language, then you should be able to approve English CEFA of C, right? And the English CEFA of C is equivalent to IELTS band 5.5 and above, right? But band 5.5 and above. That means if you have IELTS written already, right? If you have IELTS, or is it IELTS or IELTS, right? Written already, and you have 5.5 in each modules, right? Let's say reading, you had 6, writing, you had 6, speaking, you had 5.5, listening, you had 5.5. That means you've had 5.5 and above in each module, then they will not accept. You can use that to prove your language and just move to Germany and get the EU Blue Card. So this is a good news coming from Germany, and I'm going to cover that as well. All right. Let those people who keep throwing shades on TikTok, are you immigration? Are you this, that? Are you that? Are you that? They are pained because all this knowledge, everything is stored here. And sometimes I don't even know how I remember all those things, because like the information here is too much than my head. They are just pained that they cannot even memorize things here. And they are just pained. So out of hate that they give those they give that those comments, and oh kasado do oh immigration, you many immigration where I this year You just have to know it and just try and give it out to the people, right? So I wish you the best, especially those on YouTube. I'm coming to end this live. Before I go, I've seen a lot of comments. It's quite it's not good if I don't recognize you people. And so Kofi Livingstone says, first year tips. Esther Blessing Boachi says, God bless you for your sacrifices for us. Adams Banda say, good evening, bro. Livingstone commented again. How far, if have you witnessed any win? Yeah, I've seen a couple of messages on TikTok, right? Comments that they've won. So I have not seen somebody won, but they've commented it. Somebody says, aside lottery, is there an opportunity coming the next month? I think Panda, you made this comment before my life, so now you've seen all the how do we call it, opportunities coming. Somebody say, if you didn't win, are you to register upcoming again? Yes, you can register. You can register. All right. The comments are a lot. The comments are a lot. So that is that. All right. Now, anytime I come live on YouTube, today I'm very, very tired, right? Anytime I have a general discussion or probably a lesson, I'll give room like 30 minutes for you people to come on and ask your questions, just as you can just request. But today, I'll not be able to share the invite link because I'm tired, all right? So I wish you all the best. Keep following my channel. And anytime you come, if you've not subscribed to YouTube, try and subscribe, right? It is not, you not pay money. Subscription is free. You have to have email account. Some people come on YouTube without their email account. They just come like that and watch me. And so when they are subscribing, they ask them to log in. Yes, you have email address. Just log in with your Gmail and you'll be able to subscribe. When you subscribe, it doesn't do anything. What it does for me, it will not deduct your money, right? They don't take money from subscription on YouTube. What it does for me is it makes my subscribers go higher and people respect accounts with a lot of subscribers. So if you subscribe, people, my account will be how do we call it, recommended to a lot of people. And also you also get notification anytime I come, right? Because you've subscribed. So when I come live, you get notification. If I post a regular video, you also get notification. So you benefit, I also benefit, but you, they don't deduct you any money when you subscribe. All right. Good night. Bye bye to everybody.